Who scored 100 or more runs in a season 15 times? Folks, we got coffee and trivia here in the Baseball Brewhaha, and it's Sunday Showdown, which means that we've got a 3-pack of trivia. We're sitting about where I got a 5-3 lead, and we're sitting about where we were last week. I put it away, and I've been hot, still hot,
Yeah.
real hot.
Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, while you're enjoying yourself over there, we're gonna put the question up on the board here. So one of or more shutouts in a season. That's
13 shutout.
that's like never happening ever again.
People
Um,
aren't people aren't doing this in a career
yeah.
ever again.
Okay, I'm away. So this could be more than one correct answer. I'm away. I'm gonna take Gibson on this one.
I'm gonna take Koufax,
Okay.
both dominant.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I mean, I feel like Carlton could be a good guess. Or Maddox, that doesn't feel like he's too modern.
yeah, right. Yep.
Okay. The correct answer. There's only one correct answer on this one.
Mm-hmm.
It is Bob Gibson.
Adam, there you go.
I
You
need
needed that
I
one.
need I needed it bad.
You
So
needed
this was
that.
68 when he had a 1.12 ERA,
Okay.
13 shutouts. Um, he Cy Young MVP, ERA plus of 258.
Oh man. Sandy Koufax career high was 11
Okay.
in 1963.
What about Carlton?
Carlton, let's
I
see.
feel like he threw just an enormous amount of innings.
Shutouts. His career high was 8 in
8.
1972.
Okay.
And then let me look at Maddox here. Shutouts. Career high of 5 in 1998. I mean, he
Yeah.
had 35 in his entire career.
Okay. It's pretty good for a more modern player there.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Bob Gibson, 13. He had 56 in his career, so it's a lot.
Yeah. Okay. Well, here we are. We're heading into the ninth inning. I'm down 6-4. I got to score at least two to keep this one going, and my track record is not strong on this one. So we've got more World Series trivia. We're still in the month of November. Um, you know, so
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
still baseball month. It's a baseball month. So here we go. Here's my first question. What player was caught stealing on the final play of the 1926 World Series?
Oh, I know this one.
Do you really?
I do.
Okay, so we have Tony Lazzeri, Lou Gehrig, Babe Ruth, or Grover Cleveland Alexander. I don't know the answer to this one, but you do, so that's fun for you.
I
I'm
mean, I'm pretty sure. I mean, maybe it's a different
I'm
one, but I'm pretty sure.
yeah, I know. I'm going with Lazzeri.
Okay.
What would be your answer on this one?
Babe Ruth.
Babe Ruth. Okay.
Hmm.
Lazzeri is incorrect. Ruth is correct. Game 7. Wow.
I knew it
That's
straight up.
wild. Yeah. Did you know that it was game 7?
I didn't know it was Game 7. I
Yeah.
didn't remember that, but I did remember that he got thrown out to end the game.
Yeah.
I remember
Game
that.
7, trailing 3-2 in the bottom of the ninth. Babe Ruth was caught stealing. Second. The 1926 World Series is the only World Series which ended with a base runner being caught stealing.
I mean, in one sense, it's just yeah. I mean, it's hard to imagine that happening again. Just because I mean, the one I was thinking about that was maybe sort of in relation to that was in '04 when Red Sox Yankees and Red Sox were down. They made that huge comeback, and
Yeah.
they had this play. It was like the ninth or extra innings, and they put Dave Roberts in, and everybody knew he was trying to
Yeah.
steal a bag, and he stole the bag. It was
Yeah.
like an insane moment.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if we jumped the gun here a little bit, but
Mhm.
it's story time for you. So I didn't know if that was going to be your story or if you have something else on tap for us today.
I don't really. I mean, that was kind of a fun little story. The Dave Roberts that I remember. I remember I watched some of that comeback, and then I watched some of the World Series. But that was a cool moment when it's like I don't know. There's these moments sometimes when you're like you just have a sense of like in that case it was like he pinch ran to steal a base off of Mariano Rivera. You had Posada, who is a really good catcher, and it was like everybody knew it was happening, and he
Hmm.
still stole the base, and it was like and it like I mean, that series ended up Boston comes back from 3-0 to win the series. And I remember um, when it was 3-0, was it Kevin Millar? I think it might have been. Basically, it was like, you better beat us tonight. And it was like this ended up being a prophetic thing. But there was like all these huge moments throughout that series made that ALCS just fun. And I mean, even the year before in 2003 was Red Sox Yankees Game 7, Aaron Boone walk off, like just an absolute insanity of a couple years there between the Red Sox and Yankees. So
Yeah, and that Aaron Boone walk off, I didn't remember until I was reading about it recently somewhere that Tim Wakefield had come in
mhm.
relief,
Yeah,
the old knuckleballer.
yeah, I remembered
Um,
that he came in and it was like, I mean, was it like first batter that he faced?
yeah, it was
Might have
pretty
been.
quick right
Yeah,
there. Might have been
yeah,
first pitch too.
yeah. Hmm. But yeah, it was like, I mean, that was just the iconic moment, ALCS right there. So, but. there are some. I mean, there's some really fun battles. I mean, it makes me think too of as far as World Series, like the Rangers Cardinals Game 6 in particular. Um,
Mm,
in 2011.
11. Yep.
Yep. And then we've talked about before the 91 Twins Braves series was just the whole thing was just electric. You have Joe Carter walk-off home run. These are our kind of our watching era. I was trying to think of other like just big time moments. World Series. Those are some of the ones that really stand out to me.
Yeah. Bill Mazeroski, Pirates walk-off home run over the Yankees. Fun one.
Hmm. Yeah, in terms of like I don't know if you call a stolen base a blunder. He's trying to get into scoring position there. But some famous ones like Indians Marlins in '97 had a key error there to spark a rally, and you had
Yeah.
some. I mean, there's always these moments like that. If they happen in June on a Tuesday, it's like bummer you lost the game. It's no big
Hmm.
deal, but it's the same play in Game 5 of the World Series. It matters.
Yeah.
It's a big deal.
Yeah. So it is. Well, we're wrapping up another week here, and
Hmm.
another loss for me. I gotta get some new energy going over
I
here.
you may
I need a new
do you
strategy.
do you, so here question. So we're in the off season here.
Yeah.
So it does make me wonder. One, do you need to have a players only meeting?
Uh huh. Maybe.
Um, do you need to fire the hitting coach?
Maybe. Sign a new free agent.
Yeah. Exactly.
Fire the GM. Maybe.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of that talk going
Is it
on.
is it roster construction or is it execution?
Is it manager? I mean, is it
Maybe it
manager
could be a
problems?
manager. Yeah.
I
I don't
mean,
know.
the Cubs fired David Ross, hire Craig Counsell. I mean, do you need to go out and get yourself a Bruce Bochy?
Yeah. I mean, probably. I've been losing for a while here.
Yes, I think what 16. I mean, I was like 8-10 or something like that,
Yeah.
something of that ilk. Um,
Hmm.
and
Yeah. Well, I know for sure that we were 12-12 at one point. So
mhm.
I've lost at least for
Four
the last
straight,
month.
yeah, a month, but yeah. Well, I mean, we'll eventually close out this season. We got what about 5 weeks left the season?
Yeah, give or take, you know.
Hmm.
And
Hmm. So,
maybe I need to tank so I get my number one pick.
oh man, it's too good. It's too good. It's too good. So, well, folks, thanks for joining us. A lot of fun as always, and we got a whole new week starting up. More baseball card fun. Um, that'll be a surprise. It'll be fun. See you.